What is going on with you big dogs? We had a little bit of a technical difficulty on stream, so I'm going to be giving you guys the hero deck profile post Supreme Darkness. I'm going to give a special shout out to everyone that was on Twitch. There was somebody that actually made a really good correction, and I want to talk to you guys about that correction that I made. Shout out to him, but more importantly, I want to talk about the biggest shout out of them all, Raven Wing, these sleeves that you guys should be going to 24/7. Of course, guys, go to thecalieffect.com to get your Raven Wing sleeves today. You can also pick up this mat on thecalieffect.com as well. But allow me to go ahead and break down everything that I play, why I play it for this hero deck profile, and everything you need to know. So for the heroes, there's 3 copies of Stratos, 1 Neos, 1 Liquid Soldier, 3 copies of a Hero Lives. This is pretty standard. Someone did mention players are starting to drop Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, and the reasoning is because it's no longer the card that you search off of your Destiny Hero, I'm sorry, your extra hero Cross Crusader. I think personally that this is one of those cards that's really important because they're like what they're talking about is for the straight line. Like if nothing gets interrupted, this, that, and the third, then you go into that line. You go into the evil hero instead. I like this card because not only does it give you a whole new avenue for multiple different lines, it's also searchable through Emergency Call, and is normally the card that I do search through Emergency Call when I already open Stratos. And then there's the 1 reinforcement of the army. I think that this card is like its power, its potency is just immeasurable, especially when there are times where you have to link off Stratos and you can get into these 2 hero monsters to be able to fuse. The draw 2 is pretty good. The special from the graveyard gets used from time to time. Overall, I just think that this card is pretty phenomenal. Next is the 1 copy of Miracle Fusion. That's pretty standard. And then I would call this, I guess, the Mass Hero package, just 1 Shadow Mist and 1 Mass Change. I think that the Dark Law concept of the deck is, for lack of better words, it's pretty dead, chat. There's no playing the Dark Law combo anymore. At least the normal way, right? This card's really good for being able to special summon off of your extra hero, or sorry, your elemental hero, the one that has the 5 heroes on it. I can't think of its name right now. Wake up your elemental hero. My apologies. To be able to get Dark Law, but other than that, it's really just another search card, and the Mass Change is for that opportunity for that particular combo. I guess I got to leave it right here. Next, to be able to finish up the engine, there's 1 copy of Favor Contact. And then for your Vision Arrows, it's still pretty much the same. So there's not much to talk about. The 2 Ferris, the 1 Vion, the 1 Increase. There are people that are playing multiple copies of Increase. I don't want to play more copies of a card that I don't want to see. That's just that's how it is with me. And I don't really think that this card is like, actually, I do think that it's terrible. So, I mean, I just want to play 1 copy of a card that I don't want to see. Next is 1 copy of Polymerization, which is pretty much part of the Vision Arrow combo. If you don't have access to the Vision Arrows, you don't have access to Polymerization, which is the most important part. And lastly, for the evil heroes, there's 2 copies of Adusted Gold, 1 copy of Imprisoned, 3 copies of Evil Assault, and 1 Dark Contact. I was running Dark Fusion instead of Dark Contact. I still, to this day, I'm trying to figure out why I was running Dark Fusion. I can't remember, but Dark Contact is crazy. It is so much better than the Dark Fusion. Now, I'm only running 2 copies of Adusted Golds. I've seen some builds play 3, but when they do play 3, they bring their Stratos down to 2. The reason why I did the inverse is because Stratos is access to any of your hero cards. I like to think of heroes as not necessarily a linear combo deck. It's pretty much like how heroes are, like modern day heroes. When there's a particular situation, you pull out the hero. Like you're not going to get Batman to go solve a space problem. You're going to get Superman. So get your Superman cards going, or when you need someone to crack a code of a safe or that's impenetrable through Superman, you get Batman or something like that. And I've always thought that that was how heroes should be played instead of some linear combo line. And that's why I decided to go with the 3 Stratos, because Stratos gives me access to Adusted Gold, but it also gives me access to all of my other cards. And then the last line for the deck is the Destiny Hero line. There's not a lot of room, so I'm just going to put the Plasma and the Denier with the 3 Malicious and the 3 Fusion Destiny on top. I do not like Fusion Destiny, but this card is like Fusion Destiny plus Assault is still a combo. It's like really hard to argue with a card that does so much for you at points in times and allows you to play beyond being hand trapped. But that's it for the main, or for the hero cards. One thing that I would have to say about this particular deck is that I don't think that this deck can afford to ever play hand traps. If you want to play hand traps successfully in this Yu-Gi-Oh meta, 12 is not even going to cut it. So that's something that this deck couldn't do anyways. I think this right here is like 38 cards or something like that, maybe 37. And that's just to be able to play through hand interruptions and just have gas. So it just didn't make sense to try to fit 12 more hand traps in here. And from my humble opinion, it doesn't make sense to go 60. Some people were playing like a bigger evil hero package, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it increases the potential of the deck, but you're adding bricks. Like having multiple copies of Fusion Destiny, brick. Having multiple copies of Evil Assault, brick. And that's not even to like go through the actual bricks. Like you don't want to draw your favorite contact. You don't want to draw Mass Change, Miracle Fusion. You don't you don't want to draw Elemental Hero, Hero Neos in your hand. So this deck has so many more bricks. I think that it's a bad idea to compact it with even more bricks for the deck. I decided to go a board breaker approach, and since this deck can naturally break boards, I decided to just play 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, 3 copies of Foolish Burial Goods, and the 1 copy of Black Good Laughs. A card that I think I'm missing, a card that I think that could be played. I think I got it in a stack right here. I think the card's okay. I'm not 100% sure if like I want to commit to the card, but it is the Hero Trap card. I think that the card's pretty good. It's Dark Supremacy, and it allows you to be able to blah blah blah. Target one face up to the number of Dark Fusion spells that are in your graveyard, negate their effects. Banish a target up to 5 heroes. I actually do like this card, and I would potentially play it and just make it a 45 card deck. It's also a Triple Tactics Thrust target. If you wanted to play Triple Tactics Thrust, maybe even make it a 50 card deck, because Triple Tactics Thrust and a couple of like Lightning Storms don't hurt this deck. And this card does get you back your heroes, like when your heroes are fallen and stuff like that, right? You can get them back into your deck for a re-summon. So that's it for the main deck. The extra deck is 14 cards. There's a 15 card depending on which you want to play. What I do like about this deck is that, again, just like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and you know, all the other ones, there's only one. So I thought that it was really cool to follow up on that theme, to only play one of heroes, but also it's not because of like I'm trying to be thematic or anything. It's because every single hero card does have its purpose. So with that being said, there's 1 Wonder Driver, 1 Devicer, 1 Cross Crusader. Arguably, you can play a second Cross Crusader. It's probably the only other hero that you can play. But after you resolve this card effect once, you more than likely don't need it again. So the 15th card is actually the Dread Decimator that you could play. But I left it open because if you guys wanted to play an additional hero, or if you wanted to play another Crusader, it's all up to you. For the Vision Heroes, there's 1 copy of Trinity. This card actually does win games because Link monsters have to be in attack. The 1 Dark Law. I think any other mask hero outside of like just 1 Dark Law is pretty useless, so like it's a waste of space. 1 copy of Shining Flame Wingman. This card's still easy to make inside of this deck, and there's some combos where you link it off and then gets to destroy all your opponent's monsters and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. 1 Infernal Flame Wingman, 1 Sunrise, 1 Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, 1 Dangerous, 1 Destroyer, 1 Lord, and 1 Malicious Bane. Malicious Bane is actually insane with this deck. Mainly because Dark Banishment can shuffle in like your Malicious and an evil hero to summon this guy, which gives your Malicious another play, and this card to be able to nuke your opponent's board. The next best thing about it is that, of course, it's like a Chaos Angel, and Raizio Mitsurugi has a really hard time beating a card that can't be destroyed by card effects, can't be destroyed by battle. Really hard time at dealing with stuff like that. All right, big dog. So I'm going to be showing you guys a combo. This is one of my favorite combos to show you guys because it pretty much shows that a Hero Lives plus Elemental Hero Stratos is like probably still one of the most premier combos, and you can kind of do whatever you want. There's multiple ways to be able to branch out to different combos, but this is one of my favorites. We're going to go ahead and start off by activating a Hero Lives. We'll use a Hero Lives to be able to special summon out another copy of Elemental Hero Stratos. Then we'll use Elemental Hero Stratos to be able to add Destiny Hero Malicious. And then we'll normal summon our second copy of Elemental Hero Stratos. We'll use that effect to be able to add Evil Assault from our decks to our hand. Oh, I apologize. You can't add Evil Assault. What am I thinking? You're going to add where is that card? You're going to add a Duster Gold to your hand, and then you're going to use a Duster Gold to be able to add Evil Assault. From here, you'll activate Evil Assault, sending Destiny Hero Malicious to the graveyard. you'll be able to special summon Evil Hero Dead in Prison. And keep in mind, Evil Hero Dead in Prison cannot be used for the summon of Cross Crusader, which is kind of a blow. We'll use the effect of Dead in Prison to send Shadow Mist from our decks to the graveyard. Shadow Mist will add us Vision Hero Ferris, and then we'll activate the effect of Destiny Hero Malicious. We'll banish Malicious to be able to summon another copy of Destiny Hero Malicious to our side of the field. Use the Destiny Hero Malicious and the Elemental Hero Stratos for a link summon into a Cross Crusader. And now we're going to use the effect of Cross Crusader to summon out Malicious, then tribute it off to be able to add any hero monster from our deck to our hand. Now, the card that we add is inconsequential this time around. So, well, actually, it is consequential. You don't want to add Vision Hero Increase. I'll add Liquid Soldier to my hand to be able to proceed with the combo. I'll discard the Liquid Soldier, special summon the Vision Hero Ferris, then use the Ferris's effect to be able to get Vision Hero Increase. And then we'll tribute off the Increase, or the Ferris to summon the Increase, summoning the Vion, using its effect to be able to send a hero monster from the deck to the graveyard. This time around, it's going to be the Destiny Hero Denier. One of those don't matter, but one of them has to matter to be able to send the Denier to the graveyard. From here, I'll then banish off the Vision Hero Ferris to be able to add from my deck to my hand one Polymerization. And now I can start linking down to get bigger combos. I will move this over here, but I will link down both the Increase and the Cross Crusader into Infernal Devicer. Devicer will reveal a Evil Hero Neos Lord or your Elemental Hero Shining Flame Wingman, whichever, to be able to add your Elemental Hero Neos. And now I have two fusion monsters, or two Elemental Hero monsters with different attributes. So I can actually link down again with these two monsters into my Extra Hero Wonder Driver, Polymerization these two monsters into the Flame Wingman, which will trigger the effect of Wonder Driver to reset the Polymerization, and trigger the effect of my Flame Wingman to be able to add Favorite Contact to my hand. From here, I can use the effect of my Flame Wingman. We'll tribute it off since we did use a normal monster this time around. We'll summon out our Elemental Hero Sunrise, then trigger the effect of Elemental Hero Sunrise. We can add Miracle Fusion to our hand. Now, here's where things get a little bit different. A lot of people would go into Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, which is not a bad card, and then they would do like the Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer line, which I actually do have access to. But here, since I do play Elemental Hero Absolute Neos, Absolute Zero, we can banish the Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier and another hero monster in our graveyard to be able to summon out our Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. And if I remember correctly, since our Liquid Soldier was used for a fusion summon, we get to draw 2 cards and discard 1 card from our hand. So let's say, for example, one of the 2 cards that we've drawn was a Dark Contact. Ironically, this could have worked if I didn't use the effect of a Dusted Gold and I drew a Dusted Gold. I can then discard to be able to add Dark Contact. And the other card does not matter. I'm going to say like it's a Black Goat Laughs because we're that cooking, right? We can then use the effect of our Destiny Hero Destroyer to Phoenix Enforcer. We'll banish to be able to summon. Summon out our Denier. Place the Malicious back to the top of our deck. Reveal that Polymerization. We then can fuse all of these cards into our Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Right? Then we can activate our... Well, I mean, I guess this card was pretty useless now, wasn't it? Crazy. I didn't even know that the card was still on the field. Can we do anything with it? Yeah, we can. We can actually link this off. And this is where that Link 3 Dread Decimator comes in, right? And then Favorite Contact. We can fuse the Dead in Prison, placing it back to the top of our deck. And another copy of Destiny Hero Malicious, meaning Malicious can pretty much start all over again into a Evil Hero Malicious Bane. So what exactly does this do for us in this particular situation, right? Well, we just so happen to have a Favorite Contact to be able to fusion summon into the Dark Neos Lord, or we can go ahead and make our Shining Flame Wingman. I think this is the Shining Flame Wingman. We can make either one of these monsters on our opponent's turn, meaning we have another indestructible card, or we have a card that can destroy multiple cards on our opponent's side of the field and gain attack. We can also use Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer to destroy the Absolute Zero, to destroy a spell or trap card on the field, which triggers the Absolute Zero to wipe our opponent's entire board. We would also have Dread Decimator to give us attack, and I think in this particular situation, we have a lot more board break than actual going first boards. It allows us to be able to call a hero to action as opposed to having a hero, I don't know, sitting on top of a perch, almost doing nothing. But again, there's so many different combos, so many different things you can do with this deck. I'm just showing you something that came to mind while I'm recording this video. I didn't have a real planned combo, so I just kind of like threw something together. But overall, that's pretty much what you can do with the deck and so much more, and why I like the versatility of this particular deck over some of the others. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and consider checking out more videos. And until then, I'll catch you on the next one.